This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 27, hyperbola. MCQ, that is multiple choice questions we are doing. Most of the questions we have already done either in exercise or in VSAQ, very short answer question. This first question, if you see the equation of the hyperbola whose vertices are plus minus 3, 0 and foci are plus minus 5, 0. Now let me refer it because this already been done. VSAQ, the ninth question of VSAQ, very short answer question. Similarly, same question we have done in the exercise 11th question, and various other, if you make it come to this equation. So clearly this vertices means you are talking about A. So A is 3 and this foci, that is AE plus minus AE comma 0. So AE is 5 here. When AE and A is there, so you have B square equals A square, E square minus 1. Normally we write it as like this, but in B square equals A square E square minus A square we write. So AE is already with us. So just put it here, 5 square minus 3 square, you get 25 minus 9, which is 16. And this is A square is 339, 3 square is 9. So x square by A square, that is x square by 9 minus y square by, this is 16 equals 1. Now the option is A. How do we get it? Just multiply with the LCM of 16 and 9 with total equation, left hand side and right hand side. So multiply both sides. Okay. So what do you get? 16x square minus 9y square equals 144. The next one is, if you go to VSAQ and see question number 10, exactly same question we have already done, right? We already done this question, but I'll give you an idea here. Those who haven't followed it, means not seen that video. So these are two equations. The important thing is, one is ellipse, the other one is hyperbola. Both are not hyperbola. It's a combined question. So eccentricity formula is different. B square equals A square 1 minus E1 square, and for the eccentricity for ellipse, so we'll take E1 in the it is the eccentricity of ellipse, and here we'll take it as E2. For hyperbola we'll take it as E2. Okay, let's go. This you just compare it with x square by A square plus y square by B square equals 1. A square is 18 and B square is 4. So what do you get? B square equals A square 1 minus E square. This is the formula. This you have to remember, because this is not the exercise of ellipse, it is hyperbola exercise. Similarly here you have A square 9, B square 4, so you can get E square. The formula changes, B square equals A square, E square minus 1. Okay, so 2E1 square plus 2E2 square, when you put the value of E1 square and E2 square, you are going to get 3. As I am saying, E1 square we have found out, E2 square we have found out. Put in 2E1 square plus 2E2 square, that is going to be 3. So the answer will be C. Now this is question number 3. The distance between the directrix of the hyperbola, x equals 8 sec theta and y equals 8 tan theta. Now this question is VSAQ 8th question. Exactly same question, similar question it is. And we have already done there. But let me give you just a hint. So you have to square both equation and subtract. Square and subtract. So x square equals 8 64 sec square theta. Y square will be 8 square, that is 64 tan square theta. So x square and y square, both sides you are going to square and subtract. So you will get x square minus y square as 8 sec square theta, 8 square, 64 sec square theta minus 64 tan square theta. Okay. So this 8 square is missing here. I'll just write it. So x square minus y square will be 8 square. That is 64. X square minus y square is 8 square, 64. So you have x square by this. Let me just do it as 8 square, 64. So just divide both sides by 64. So you get x square by 8 square minus y square by 8 square equals 1. This 8 square is a square. So a is 8. B square is also 8 square. So you get b as 8, 8, b 8. Now, the directrix, the distance between them, see, 2a by e. I told you how to do this, right? We have done this while we were doing the explanation. So a by e it is on the right hand side, a by b on the left hand side. So 2a by e is going to be the distance between two directrix. So 2a by e. Now eccentricity is what? A square plus b square by under root a square plus b square by a. Now a goes up, so 2a square by under root a square plus b square. Now you have a square, you have b square. Both of a square, b square is with you. Now put it here, you will get 8 root 2. Question number 4. The question is saying the equation of the conic with focus at 1 comma minus 1, directrix along x minus y plus 1 equals 0 and eccentricity is root 2. So for any conic section which we discussed earlier also, there is a fixed line directrix. The equation is given as x minus y plus 1 equals 0. Now you have a point which is a fixed point, which is called as a focus. It's 1 and minus 1. There is a moving point, that which is the locus. So the distance of this point from these two different means one line and one focus, the ratio is going to be the eccentricity. That is ps by pm is going to be the eccentricity. So ps will be equal to e into pm. Now you can square both sides. ps square equals e square pm square. E is root 2 here. So let me write it here. E square is root 2. So e square will be equal to 2. So 2 pm square. Now you see this p is xy. And what is the distance? X minus 1 whole square, y minus of minus 1, y plus 1 whole square. So I squared it already. So I will not take the root. So this is x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square. Now the point distance from a line, you know how to do it. You know, just put point in place of x and y, which is already x and y. And then the coefficient of x and y, take this, square them, add them, take the under root. So it will be under root 2, 1 square plus 1 square, 1 square plus minus 1 square. So you squared it. So 2 is already in the denominator, 2 is also already the ellipse, so the eccentricity cancel it. So x minus y plus 1 whole square it is. Now you have to rearrange, open this and just rearrange and you are going to get the result. Now this fifth question, this also we have already done, VSAQ. So this we have done in the exercise also and VSAQ. So this is, multiple repetition question which is. That means you can understand that this is an important question. Okay. So how do we do it? This is the only point is it is given as 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. So divide both sides by 144. So we'll get x square by 16 minus y square by 9 equals 1. A square is 16, b square is 9. So b square equals a square into a square minus 1, a square, b square, you know, e will come as 5 by 4. Now this question number 6. Now this solution will be only understood when you go to the explanation part where we actually discovered description and the proof of equation we have done. So it is in the same playlist. I would advise you to go back and just have a look, right? Okay. Now there is a point. There is a point which is moving such that its distance from two fixed point is always constant. So what is that? Figure or shape? And we know that this is the definition of what? This is the definition of hyperbola only. That is PB minus PA A and B are the fixed point, which are the focus, and it is going to be constant, and we know that it is 2A. When we discussed, I told you that it is 2A, which is 2A is constant only, and same thing we are going to see here. So I'm not going to prove it, I'll give you the direct result here. So when we draw the diagram, we got the center, we took the distances, and we took the distances of PA, PB, and these distances were actually subtracted, and then we got the value, which is actually 2A. So here you have to revisit that whole diagram, and that diagram is self-explanatory if you see the book of R.D. Sharma, okay? And this all distances x, AE, x minus AE, I already told you. So let me give you the final what we are going to get, and that will be the difference. When we see the difference, so we have PA and PB direct values, which we already defined and already have a proof of. So you have to remember that PA is EX minus A and PB is EX plus A. E is eccentricity, X is the coordinate of that point which is moving, and A is the transverse axis. So PA is EX minus A and PB is EX plus A. When you take the difference of these two, you will get it as 2A. So 2A is what? Constant. So when PA minus PB is 2A, which is actually a constant, so it is going to be what figure? It is going to be a hyperbola. So D1 or D2, D1 minus D2, you can take the modulus because distance will always remain in positive. So when it comes to 2A or K, that is we are dealing with a hyperbola. Let me tell you again, these two formulae or PA, PB, you need to remember. Question number 7. The eccentricity of the hyperbola whose latest rectum is half of its transverse axis. We have already done this question, root 3 by 2, I remember. So I'll just give you a hint here also. Okay, so the eccentricity, latest rectum is exactly similar to B square by A as in your ellipse. So just 2B square by A will be latest rectum, and then we have the other one, which is equal to half of the transverse axis. What is the transverse axis? It's going to be 2A. This transverse axis, A this side means A. So it's going to be 2A. Half into 2A. What do you get? 2 gets cancelled. 2B square is A square. So 2B square is A square. You have eccentricity formula like this. So in place of B square, put A square by 2. You cannot put this A square as 2B square because it's not going to cancel the A in the denominator. So put B square as A square by 2. So you have A square, you take out, it will be A cancel, 1 plus 1 by 2, that is under root 3 by 2 will come. This is question number 8. The eccentricity of the hyperbola x square minus 4y square equal 1. So what you have to do? First of all, you don't need anything in front of x square and y square. So you have to take it in the denominator, x square by 1. And this 4y square by 1 by 4. 4 will go to the denominator. So a square is 1, b square is 1 by 4. A square is 1 and b square is 1 by 4. So b square equals a square, e square minus 1. Put a square and b square, and you get 1 by 4 equals 1 e square minus 1. 1 goes here, 1 by 4 plus 1 is 5 by 4. So e square we are going to get 5 by 4. Now you take the root, it's going to be 5 by 2. This is the eccentricity. Question number 8. Question number 9. Now this we have discussed in the previous question. That's why I took that much time in question number 6. So here the difference of the focal distances of any point on the hyperbola is equal to. So focal distances are what? The distance of any point from the two focuses. That is D1 minus D2, PA minus PB. And as I already told you that we have already described it and proved it, there is going to be 2A. So we have ellipse or your hyperbola is going to be same, 2A. So distance of any point which is on this locus from the two fixed point which are our focuses. So it's going to be 2a. You remember this thing I explained you just now? So this is going to be 2a only. So just write 2a. You don't have to do anything. It's just 2a, right? So this is d, take any distance d1 or d2, and d1 minus d2 is going to be your 2a. Just write 2a. So that is the answer. So the foci of the hyperbola 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. So again, this is the fourth or fifth time we are doing this question. Let me tell you, 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. Divide both sides by 144. The denominator will come as 16 and 9. 16 is a square. 9 is b square. B square equals a square, e square minus 1. E will be 5 by 4. Now e is 5 by 4. You know, focus is AE plus minus AE comma 0. Plus minus AE comma 0. What is A? Because A square is 16, so A will be 4. A square is 16, so A will be 4. And then you have E. So E is 5 by 4. So 4 into 5 by 4 is going to be 5. So you have plus minus 5 comma 0. This is your answer. Option C is correct. Question number 11. The distance between the foci of a hyperbola is 16 and the eccentricity is root 2. Then equation of the hyperbola is. So distance between the foci is 2AE. This is focus 1. This is focus 2. What is the distance between them? It's AE. This side it's AE. So it's 2AE. When you put it as 16, because in the question it is given as 16. So you have E, eccentricity also root 2. So you have AE also, you have AE also. Right? So A can be found out. Just put E as root 2 here. So 2 into A into root 2 equals 16. Equals 16. So 2 goes there, 2 8 is 16. This is 8 by root 2. Now multiply numerator denominator by root 2. So root 2 in the denominator will give you 2. This will be 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So A square will be 4 into 4 16. Root 2 is 2. 16 into 2 32. So A square is 32. When you put it in this equation, B square equals A square E square minus 1. A square as 32. You will get B square as 32. So x square by 32 minus y square by 32 equals 1. So you have this, multiply both sides by 32, you will get D option as the correct option. Question number 12. Now in this, if E1 is the eccentricity of the conic section, so E1 is the eccentricity of ellipse, because there is plus sign in between. And E2 is the eccentricity of the hyperbola, this whose equation is also given. So let me just explain it here only. So you just have to divide both sides by 36. So you have 9 by 36, 4 by 36, so x square by 4 plus y square by 9 equals 1. So you have A square and B square. A square is 4, B square is 9. This is for ellipse. Now you have A square, B square. Assume eccentricity to be E1 and put the value of A square as 4, B square as 9 and find out the value of E1 square. So E1 square is going to be, see, it's B square, the equation are different. Here it is B square equals A square 1 minus E1 square. For hyperbola it will be B square equals A square E square minus 1. So E1 square will come as minus 5 by 4. Similarly do it here. Divide both sides by 36. Same thing, exactly same thing is going to come. But only the negative sign will be there. So A square, B square. A square is 4, B square is 9. Now you have the B square equals A square. Here you take eccentricity as E2. So your E2 square is minus 5 by 4. So just put it here. You have E1 square, E2 square. Now when you E1 and E2 is known to you, try to find out E2 square minus E1 square. Why this option is B? Because E2 square minus E1 square, which we just got, is going to be what? It's going to be 2.5. We found out E1 square. We found out E2 square. Now subtract them. When you subtract this, you are going to get 13 by 4 plus 5 by 4, which is 18 by 4, which is 9 by 2, 18 by 4, and that is going to be 2.5, right? Because see, this is minus e2 square has come as minus 5 by 4. So minus 5 by 4. Okay. So you have two terms, you say 2.5, and 2.5 is between 2 and 3. Now here we have question number 13. If the eccentricity of the hyperbola, there is a hyperbola, eccentricity x square minus y square sec square alpha equals 5. Let us assume that the eccentricity is E1 is root 3 times the eccentricity of ellipse. So let us assume that E2 is the eccentricity of the ellipse. So how to find out the eccentricity here? Hyperbola. This is x square minus y square sec square alpha equals 5. Divide both sides by 5, and this sec square I am taking is as 1 by cos square. Y square by 5 cos square alpha equals 1, 5 divided. Now a square is 5, b square is 5 cos square alpha. So we have b square equals a square e1 square minus 1. This is the direct formula for the hyperbola. So b square, that is 5 cos square alpha, equals 5 e1 square minus 1. 5 gets cancelled, 1 goes there. So e1 square is 1 plus cos square alpha, e1 is 1 plus cos square alpha under root e1. Now this is e1. Now coming to e2. Now this is an ellipse. This is an ellipse. So again you have to do the same thing. Just divide both sides by 25, and you need to know in ellipse what formula, because formula changes. Okay, in ellipse formula changes. So we have x square by, I am making sec square as cos square, then plus y square by, and I am dividing both sides by 25. So you have 25 equals 1. Now which one is this? 25, which is higher? You have to see this, and then you have to use the formula accordingly. So if you are not able to understand, just revisit the previous ellipse discussion. We have done it in a stretch. So here you have a square and b square. So in this case, a square, e is simply e under root 1 minus b square by a square, 1 minus a square by b square. So a square here is 25 and b square here is 25 cos square alpha. Okay, a square and b square. So just use it here. So I am applying this formula. So we have 25 cos square alpha, we are taking it as b square, and a square as 25. So b square equals a square. Here it will be 1 minus e2 square. Remember, not e square minus 1, but 1 minus e square. So 25 cos square alpha equals, here you have to put 25, 1 minus e2 square. 25 gets cancelled, cos square alpha is there. So this is e2 square becomes 1 minus cos square alpha, and 1 minus cos square alpha is sin square alpha. So e2 square is sin square alpha, or e2 is sin alpha, right? e2 is sin alpha, e2 square is sin square alpha. Now here e2 sin alpha, let it be e2 square because we are going to square it. So e1 is equal to root 3 e2. What is e1? It's 1 plus cos square alpha under root, and e2 is sin alpha. Now square this. So you have 1 plus cos square alpha, and you have root 3 as well. Root 3 times. So root 3 square is 3. So this becomes 3 sin square alpha. 1 plus cos square alpha, 1 square cos square alpha equals 3 sin square alpha. Now you can write this cos square as 1 minus sin square. So this is cos square I am writing as 1 minus sin square. So you have 1 minus sin square. So 2 minus sin square is 3 sin square alpha. So this 2 sin square alpha you can take on the right hand side. So it will be 3 sin square alpha plus sin square alpha, that is 4 sin square alpha. So 2 equals 4 sin square alpha. So sin square alpha will be 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Sin alpha is 1 by 2 and under root 2, 1 by 2 sin alpha. So this is for pi by 4. This is sin 45 degree. Sin 45 degree is pi by, is 1 by root 2. Okay. Now 14th question is the equation of the hyperbola whose foci are 6, 4 and minus 4, 4 and eccentricity is 2. So we have to find out the equation. So what we will do here is, see, first of all, this is not at the origin. Okay. So we have foci 6, 4 and here we have minus 4 and 4. So the center, focus F1, F2. So the center is the midpoint of the line which is joining F1 and F2. Similarly, center is the midpoint of line joining the vertex V1, V2. So 6, we are using the midpoint formula. 6 plus minus 4 divided by 2 and 4 plus 4 by 2. So this is minus 2 by 2, this is 2 by 2, that is 1. So 1 is the center. And you have 4 plus 4 by 2, that is 8 by 2, that is 4. So 1 comma 4 is this center. So what is the equation of this figure, x minus 1 whole square? I am using h and k, center as 1 and 4. So x minus 1 whole square and y minus 4 whole square. Now a square and b square we have to find out. A square and b square. So from here to here, what is the distance? It's 2ae. The distance between two focuses is 2ae. So when you use this 2ae, we have these 2 points, so we can use the distance formula, x1, y1, x2, y2. The distance formula you can use y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square under root. Equate it with 2ae. So what is ae? A is 5. But in the question, eccentricity is already given. E is given as 2. In the question it is given. So 2ae is 10, E is given as 2. So a becomes 5 by 2. Now you already know the relationship, b square equals ae whole square minus a square. So b square will be ae is 5 whole square and a is 25 by 4, 5 by 2, a square is 25 by 4. So you have a square is 5 is 25 by 4, a square is 25 by 4, b square is 75 by 4. So you have, this is the final equation. So A is the correct option here. Now the next question is the length of the straight line x minus 3y equals 1 intersect by the hyperbola x square minus 4y equals 1 is. So when we have two lines, they intersect, we solve them. So we have any two curve and we want to solve them. So just take the value of x from one figure and put it in the other figure. Right? So you have x square minus 4y square equals 1. So you have x minus 3y equals 1. Just take it as x equals 1 plus 3y. X as 1 plus 3y. Now put this x equals 1 plus 3y here. In place of x, put 1 plus 3y. In place of x, put 1 plus 3y. And whatever the result you are getting is the intersection points. So 1 plus 3y I am putting. There will be a quadratic type of equation. It's not actually quadratic, because you can take 5y common. So y equals 0 or 5y plus 6 equals 0. So y is 0 or y is minus 6 by 5. So when you put y as 0, you get x as 1. When you put y equals to minus 6 by 5 in the equation we just chosen, its y will be minus 13 by 5. So you have point as 1, 0 and minus 13 by 5 and 6 by minus 6 by 5. So you have a hyperbola. Any line can intersect like this, a line can intersect like this. So these 2 points are these. Now we have to find out the distance. The question is asking about the length. These 2 points, the distance is to be found out, right? Distance has to be found out. So y2 minus y1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square. So you have 6 root 2 by 5. So C is the answer. C is the option. Next is 16th question. The latest rectum of the hyperbola 16x square minus 9y square equals 144. So just divide both sides by 144. Hex, you get this equation. A square is 9, b square is 16. Latest rectum is 2b square by a. So you have a square is 9, so a is 3. You have 2b square by a, 32 by 3. Question number 17. The foci of the hyperbola, this 2x square minus 3y square equals 5 are. So you have to write it as 2x square minus 3y square equals 5. Divide both sides by 5. So you get x square, 2x square by 5 minus 3y square by 5 equals 1. Now you don't need to have x square, y square, anything in front of them. So you have to bring 2 down, 3 down. So x square 5 by 2 and y square 5 by 3. Now this is a square. A square is 5 by 2. B square is 5 by 3. Now you have a relationship. B square equals a square, e square minus 1. From here you will get e. E will be under root 5 by 3. So now e is known, a is known. Now you know that the focus will be plus minus ae comma 0. And e is root 5 by 3. And a of course we have under root 5 by 2. Because a square is 5 by 2, so a will be under root 5 by 2. So put it as under root 5 by 2. So under root 5 will come out. And under root 2 under root 3 will be under root 6. So plus minus 5 by under root 6. And this is comma 0. So this is the A is the correct answer. Question number 18. The eccentricity of the hyperbola x equals a by 2 t plus 1 by 2 and y is a by 2 t minus 1 by 2. So what we have to do here is we have to get rid of this t. So what we will do, we will just square them and we will try to compensate one for another. That is x square I'm going to square, y square also I'm going to square. The content of x I'm going to copy in y so that I get rid of t. I don't want t because t is an added thing, and then you will see the equation of hyperbola will come. So what will be x square? I'm squaring it now. X square will be a by 2 whole square, that is a square by 4, and you have t plus 1 by 2 whole square. So we have x square as a square by 4, and this is t square plus 1 by t square plus 2 into t into 1 by t. So you will t and 1 by t will get cancelled, you will get t. So x square will be this one. Now I am taking a square by 4 on the left hand side. It will be 4x square by a square. It's not x square, it's a square. And 2 also I am taking on the left hand side. So 4x square by a square minus 2 is t square plus 1 by t square. Now taking y and squaring it. So you have y square equals a by a square by 4 and t square plus 1 by t square minus 2 into t into 1 by t. So you have minus 2 only. So 4 I am taking here, 4y cross multiplication, 4y square by a square is. Now t square, this 2 also I am taking on the left hand side. So it's plus 2. So t square plus 1 by t square, see here. T square plus t1, 4x square by a square minus 2 is t square plus 1 by t square. So I am putting it here in place of t square plus 1 by t square. So now this is 4x square minus a square minus 2. So you have plus 2 here and minus 2 here. Now this plus 2 minus 2 will give you 4. Plus 2 and minus 2 is going to give you 4. And then you can take the x square and y square term together and the constant term on one side, that is the 4. So what you will do, 4x square by a square minus 4y square by a square equals 2 plus 2 is 4. Now divide both sides by 4. So you get x square by a square minus y square by a square equals 1. So you have a square and b square is equal because both are a square. Eccentricity will be what? Under root a square plus b square by a. So a square and b square is a square. You have a. So a square will be 2a square. So it will be under root 2a in the numerator. So a is in the denominator, a gets cancelled. Only root 2 will remain. Question number 19. The equation of the hyperbola whose center is 6, 2, one focus is 4, 2, and eccentricity is 2 is. So we have various things being given here. So how do we do this? You have to understand that whenever we have the center as 0, 0, then we have this AE, 0 as focus and A, 0 as the vertex. But when we have the center not at 0, 0, here we have 6, 2. So there will be, you have to add, if it is the transverse kind of hyperbola, you have to add the x term of the center, that is 6, to the focus or vertex term. I hope you got the idea. Let me tell you, this focus 4, see AE is 0, 0. Now you can do what thing is, you can find out the distance, 6, 2 and 4, 2 you can have a distance, and distance is always AE. And this is a long method, 6 minus 4 whole square, and we have 2 minus 2 whole square. But here the problem will be, I'll just show you what the problem is. So it will be 2 square under root. 2 square under root. So, for normal people who are actually preparing for the competition, they know that if you have under root 2 square, it can be minus 2 square and 2 square. So AE can be plus minus 2. But here it's not very evident. So when we are not confirmed, when it is not evident, so we follow the normal rule or normal way. This way we are not going to go. We know that this 6, 2 is the center, and this 4, 2, we add AE with the x term of the center, which is 6. So when we add this, we'll get 4. Now AE will be 4 minus 6. Now it is quite confirmed that AE is negative, not positive. Okay, so AE, this you have to AE as minus 2. Now here, when AE is minus, E is already given in the question, E is 2. So put it here. A into 2 is minus 2, so A will be equal to minus 1. So you have A, you have E. So B square will be B square AE whole square minus A square. So B square is 3. So x minus h whole square, x minus 6 whole square, minus y minus k whole square, y minus 2 whole square, by A square is minus 1 whole square, so 1. And B square is of course 3. Okay, multiply both sides by 3. So you'll get an equation which is the A part. A, option A is the correct answer. This is question number 20. The locus of the point of intersection of the lines this 2 is a hyperbola of eccentricity. So as I told you earlier, we have a lambda. Previously in the question number 18, we eliminated t. Here we are going to eliminate the lambda. So how do we do this? We will rewrite this line in the y ax plus by plus c form, or ax plus by equals some constant form. This is how we are going to change it. So this equation with the 4 minus 4 root 3 lambda and 4 root 3 on the right hand side. So we have same equation, but we are multiplying the left hand side and right hand side. That is, right hand side will be 4 root 3 lambda into 4 root 3. Right hand side will be 4 root 3 lambda into 4 root 3. 4 4s are 16, root 3 is 3, 16 into 3 is 48. So 48 lambda on the right hand side. But what about the left hand side? You multiply left hand side. So when we have left hand side multiplication, that is root 3x minus y into root 3 lambda x plus lambda y. Root 3 lambda x plus lambda y. So when we multiply this, what do you get? I'll multiply each and every term. Root 3x into root 3 lambda x, root 3 is 3. This is lambda x square. Now root 3x into lambda y. So root 3x into lambda y is root 3x lambda y plus root 3x y lambda. Now multiplying y, minus y into root 3 lambda x was, so minus root 3 lambda x y. And now multiplying this negative with minus y with lambda y. You have minus lambda y square. This gets cancelled. You have 3 lambda x square minus lambda y square, and this equals 48 lambda. You have 48 lambda. Now divide both sides by 48 lambda. 48 lambda, here also 48 lambda. Now you can see the lambda gets eliminated. Also, x square 3 is 16, and then we have 48, y square by 48 equals 1. So you have a square as 16, b square as 48. A square 16, b square is 48. Eccentricity is of course under root a square plus b square by a square. Put a and a square, b square and a square, you will get eccentricity as 2. The answer is B. So this is all about this exercise. I declare this as complete hyperbola. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.